Yeah, Jordan, absolutely. 2023, you needed Fresno State to lose a big game down the stretch, Boise State to win out. That's kind of exactly what happened. This year, same scenario. Fresno State loses, the door swings wide open. Everything is right in front of the Boise State Broncos today. You talk about it all the time. You come to Boise State to play for championships.
That's right.
They've got an opportunity to do so today. They win. It helps put them in the driver's seat for the Mountain West. Just what can you speak about the resilience of this team and all the up and downs?
Yeah, it's what it means to be a Bronco. We talk a lot about it. You come to Boise State to compete for championships, and we're in this position again. This isn't new to us. Every year, this is the expectation, and I understand there's peaks and valleys, when you're having success or trying to have success, and I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for our guys. They never quit. We always are in it. There's always a chance, and it's very similar to previous, last time we were here, I guess, and a lot of memories on this field. But I'm just proud of these guys, being around them and at the hotel. They're locked in, and they understand, when you get bit by a bee here, they understand, yeah, there you go. They understand what's at stake, and I'm expecting our best. And Utah State, they're a good team. Bronco's a great coach, and they're going to come out to play as well.
The Broncos have played so well, not only against this team, but in this stadium. Yeah. They're looking for win number 10 in a row. Wow. They're 11-3 in this stadium.
Yeah.
Yeah, knock on wood. I get it. I totally get it. Why do you think that the Broncos just simply lock in so well against Utah State over the years?
Yeah, honestly, I think if you did our record against everyone in the Mountain West, it may be similar. Yeah, you come to Boise State to compete for championships, and I'm a broken record about that, but, it also, since I've been here, it seems like we're playing them towards the end of the season, and that's really when that whole build different comes out. We prepare for this, and, there are no guarantees, and you got to go out and play the game, and obviously we're here to win it. And there's still some things that need to happen for us, but, it's 1-0 mentality always, and our guys have really embraced that, and they are built different.
There's been some big-time quarterbacks that have played at this program in this stadium, Jordan Love being the obvious one that plays for the Packers now. Max Cutforth has a big-time opportunity here to do something big and kind of put his name maybe a little bit on some of the greats that have played inside of this stadium. Just what can you say about his bounce-back performance at Colorado State and how comfortable he started to look in this offense, and then obviously the opportunity he has today?
Yeah, change is uncomfortable, and when you go through that from the first time he was put into the game to how he performed this last game, I'm so proud of him. He's a great kid. He represents Idaho really well. I think he was the first in however many years Idaho quarterback to get a win on the blue, and I'm just really proud of him. It's losing is hard. It's painful, and it should be, and you learn a lot through that, and that's part of the process. And and he stayed neutral. When everyone's getting too high or low, he has stayed neutral, and I think Spencer and the staff have done a really good job with him. And I'm excited to see him play. Every game he has gotten better. And he's on a different trajectory right now, and he has an opportunity. And as a quarterback of this team and all those great quarterbacks before, he's locking it out. Like it's what's next. It's 1-0 every snap, and I'm really excited to see him perform today.
Big time opportunity. I want to leave you with this. I know you just came from Maui. It is really cold here. It is 38 degrees. I don't think either one of us were prepared for this, but maybe not the wins that Boise State wanted to get in Maui, but some really solid performances from this basketball team that made at least Bronco Nation feel like they can hang with anyone. What did you see just from the team and their resilience over there in Hawaii?
Yeah, it's resilience. I mean, there was no quit. And the fact that we were pissed after losing, and that's something. Like, I watched for those things, and Leon had those guys prepared, and obviously it didn't go our way, and there's some things to learn early on in the season, and we have to clean it up. But I'm really grateful. I mean, we are playing an extremely tough schedule this year, and that has purpose and intent in terms of how we expect this season to go. And they went out and battled USC, who ends up winning the tournament. North Carolina State is a damn good team. They were athletic, thick, strong, and we hung with them, and we were a few plays here or there short, and there's a lot to take away from that, and to end with the win, to come home and now have a quick turnaround to head to Butler next week. I'm really excited to see how the season continues to progress, and just how much they have earned these opportunities and continue to show up. You know, we say built different for football, but it's really being a Bronco. You know, we're not always going to have what everyone else has, and we're going to have to really want it more than everyone else. And we have proven over, you know, time and time again that that you got to really want to be a Bronco. And we have a bunch of guys on that team that came out and did their very best. And sometimes your good isn't good enough, but they learned a lot from that. And I'm excited to see what's next for them.
It's absolutely going to be a solid season for the Broncos. Jeremiah, thank you so much. That is Jeremiah Dickey, Athletic Director of the Broncos.